I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
It is the year 2000X, and the world breathes a collective sigh of relief now that Mega Man has once again put an end to Dr. Wily's plans for world domination. But then, robots going wild all over the world. Could this be Dr. Wily's doing? Up to his old tricks?
Dr. Light, it's your robots.
You're right. Those robots are what I created.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my doing. Dr. Light's creations, this proves he's had evil designs on the world all this time.
It's time I turned my efforts to world domination. Why don't you join me, Dr. Wily?
I can't join you. I've changed my evil ways. You need to stop this nonsense. I, Dr. Wily, have created my own robots to stop Dr. Light, but only your donations can help me complete them. Once my robots are finished, they'll save the world. We got another call. The phone's ringing off the hook.
People are complaining, calling to Dr. Light to complain. What should we do?
For starters, I'm going to do something about this. Those robots.
Thanks, Mega Man. Be careful out there. You haven't done this in a while. Hello everybody and good evening. My name is Sora Darkchild and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man Legacy Collection Mega Man 9. The 9th game in the series. Well, technically 10th game in the series. Since the game before this, in chronological order, was Mega Man and Bass. But it was not added to this Legacy Collection for some reason. And, yeah. So, this game was pretty much made after seeing the popularity of the Virtual Console and games being brought back by nostalgia on the Xbox, PlayStation, and Wii. So, Capcom decided to go back to their roots and make Mega Man 9. Hey, old graphics and everything. And in this new story, as you read, Mega Man has to go against all 8 of his, all 7 of his brothers and his one other sister. We have Concrete Man, whose concrete is used to fix dams. Hornet Man, who is a pollen and plant life reserve robot master. Plug Man, an electronic robot master. Jewel Man, who I think is a mining robot master. Magma Man, who's probably Fireman's assistant in waste disposal. I'm not sure about that one. Galaxy Man for space study, Tornado Man for wind study, and Splash Woman, the first ever robot master who is a woman in this game. And she was primarily made to help those. She's sort of like a female robot master version of a lifeguard. Anyone she sees drowning, or if there's a ship in danger at sea, they send her. And I think out of all of them, she might be the easiest. But then again, our real first robot master we're going to start this playthrough with is Galaxy Man. And I've got my auto fire on the get-go for this time around, instead of having to purchase it like in Mega Man 8. Only thing we don't have this time are the slide ability and the charge shot ability. Since they went back to their roots of Mega Man's 1 and 2, they had us go through what we experienced in Mega Man 1 for this game. And I was not off to a good start for falling into those spikes. I was pretty sure I landed on the ledge, but somehow I was on the spikes. There we go. That's more like it. Try your best to avoid these UFO enemies if you can. If they're in your path, just shoot at them. For this part, however, with the ladder above us, I recommend using the rush coil. Make it easier for you. And these things are a bit fun. Teleporters. And we're gonna have to look out for these later on in the level. If not, then you're gonna run into spikes. Unless you know how to time your jumps right, which I did not there. What's his name? Galaxy Man. For if you do face him, he is weak to Concrete Man's ability. Because his concrete ability seems to mess with his black hole ability. I don't know how that works, but okay. I mean, does concrete have a negative effect on black holes? There'd be an experiment to do for game theory. See if that can be proven right or wrong. I'm just gonna make a quick save here, just in case. Because I have a feeling we're at the halfway mark for the level here. Those things are a lot of fun. I'm gonna let that one slide for attacks, since we need to get through here. Grab that extra life. Since I had a feeling we were going to be on our last life. Stop that. There we go. Oh, come on! How is anyone supposed to get that? I need to go down and then come back up, because there's no way I'm going to get through that without being hit. Mega Man, stop that. There we go, that's more like it. That's how we needed it to go. Okay, now I can continue with ease on that one. Unless you know where the things, those propeller enemies there, were gonna fall. This might end up being both annoying and very tricky to do, since they can throw you right into those spikes over there. Or drag you backwards into those spikes, costing you a life. Now let's see. There we go. And now I make a quick save here, just before taking on our first robot master, Galaxy Man. What he'll do is he'll fly around sending that thing toward you, and sometimes most of the time he'll teleport right under the thing. And if you're far enough away, he'll just fly right over your head. However, if you're not lucky enough, he'll fly up to just about right above your head, causing him to land right on top of you. And as we know, for any robot master in the games, anyone who gets into touch contact with Mega Man does more damage than their weapon does. Just gotta keep repeating that process with the black hole, and you should have no problems with him. Unless he does that flying thing there. And shame we don't have any E-tanks, so I will not be able to survive on that one. Not gonna risk it for the shots in that one. Darn it. I wonder if you can jump over him. You probably can when he's doing that swoop in ability. I mostly prefer using auto fire for this, that way I can get as many shots as I can on him before he can land a few hits on me. Shame that we don't have the charge shot ability for this, because if we did, we probably would make this a heck of a lot quicker to take him out. But we don't, so we gotta deal with this the hard way. Come on, 3 more shots and he's down. 2 more shots. Gotcha! We got him. Okay. On to the next Robot Master. For defeating him, we get the Black Hole ability, I believe. Yes, Black Hole Bomb. It does the same thing as, what's happening here? Oh no, the police have taken Dr. Light away. Uh-oh, that can't be good. Dr. Light would never. Her try to take over the world. This is definitely Wily's doing. You think, Gato? Without a doubt. Don't worry, I'll clear Dr. Light's name. Interesting fact, that cop robot master that took Dr. Light away, he is a secret 9th robot master you can fight called Fake Man. Unfortunately for this playthrough, I will not be facing him. It's already hard enough going against each of these 8 robot masters. I don't want to go against a 9th. And normally, now that Galaxy Man's out of the way, I normally would go with ladies first, just to be polite. But in this case, for when we're fighting, I'd go with them second. And yeah, you know where I'm going with this. For our second Robot Master of the night, we're going to be facing Mega Man's other sister, Splash Woman. A water-themed Robot Master. You just gotta look out for these water mines here. And these octopuses here that are popping themselves out of the water. If you get hit by their ink, they coat Mega Man in a black skin version of himself, like here. And the only way they change back is if you, well, pause the game. And brought back for currency in this game, just like in Mega Man 7 and 8, we're using those bolts. To me, that was worth it. And we were on our last life anyway, so there was no way I was going to survive this. So, let's continue. This time I'm being serious. Extra life. That'll be useful. You just gotta look out for those darting fish there, along with those cannon-like enemies. The cannon enemies fire these balls that'll start out as full balls in the beginning, but then they explode, firing smaller ones at you in all different directions. Now, hopefully you remember from a previous game, this might look familiar. It should, because it was used for Wave Man's level. We gotta repeat this, riding up bubbles. And I'll just open fire at these fish enemies here. And I'm mostly riding on the right here, that way I can get that screw. Now I gotta ride back up from the bottom, hum back up to where we were, so that we can continue with the stage. I think we're at the halfway mark here. And yes, the big bubbles, just like last time, are the only things that can support Mega Man's weight, while the smaller ones can only for about, what, 2 seconds? That was a lucky jump. I recommend taking that out first, that way you won't have any problems for as you're climbing up onward. Now we're at my least favorite part for Splash Woman's level. And I need to take out that robot first before I can continue. There we go. Now then. That was the easy version. Here come the harder versions. That was level 2. Level 3. If you're not quick on that, you die from the spikes. There's the last one of those cannons there, as we just about go into face Splash Woman. Here we go. She'll start off by singing, summoning these fish as she's riding on her trident up to the ceiling, and then firing her main weapon, the trident shot. And then after she fires enough shots, she'll come right down on top of you. Really wish we still had the charge shot, but nope. Gonna have to deal with it with the auto fire. Even her little fish friends wouldn't like that. Just try to avoid her attacks as best you can, and you should be golden. Wow. She's already low on health. That was quick. But then again, so are we. Hopefully we can get her before she gets us. Got her! That should take care of her. For defeating her, we got the Laser Trident. That is the weakness to Concrete Man, I believe, who we're going to be taking on next. He's a tricky one to fight, but his stage is not, I wouldn't say hard, I pretty much would say annoying to get through. Mainly because of these birds that are dropping these stones on you, and the stones, as they crumble, bits of it will fly up and try to get you. Plus there are also these jumping enemies that jump out of these holes and try to hit you. Just gotta be quick to jump up here. And you can use the rush coil to jump up there if you want. I think. Yeah, you can. Good. No, I don't want to load. I want to save. There we go. Now let's continue. There are 3 of these that you have to fight in a row, these elephants. The first one just rolls that ball, but he's easy because he's got this ladder here that'll make it easy for you to shoot him right in the head. The second one, however, has this green ball that you have to shoot. Have to try to avoid while shooting at him. And then there's the last one, who is the same as the first one, however. However, there are these gaps here that make him much harder to avoid his ball that he throws at you. Getting us back at the beginning again, unfortunately. And you can use the screws to get more extra lives or an E-tank. By the time we get to Wily stage, I'm going to use those screws to buy enough E-tanks to help us get through this. As for lives, I don't think it'd be necessary to buy them, because you can just go to any stage and fight any enemies that respawn like there's no tomorrow and collect them just like that. Kind of like I did there with the boulder. I'll meet you at that third elephant enemy where we left off. So we'll be right back. There we go. I took a bit of a risk to lose a lot of my health out of that, but it was worth it to try to get rid of him. You don't want to deal with that spider. They're pretty annoying to deal with in this game. This game and Mega Man 10. Oh boy, the enemy in Mega Man 10. And since we got ourselves a respawning cannon here, I'm going to cut here for a bit and then come back when I have full health. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, that didn't take too long at all. Like, literally, it didn't take too long at all. It only took me like 5 minutes to do. Now while I'm here, I'm gonna grab that screw. And then make a quick save here, in case this is the halfway mark. And let's see now. I'll excuse that hit, why not? Take out that cannon first. I probably should have took out that spider first. Don't bother with the cannon. There we are. Now the cannon. There we go. Jump over these two squares as they'll make you fall right through. Thank you, tree enemy. And then we'll take out that enemy just in case, why not? We're pretty much full on health here. And then you gotta mess with these moving platforms, you gotta be quick for these. Especially the down ones. And there's the Dr. Light thing, which means we're gonna be facing off right about soon with Concrete Man, who, by far, out of all the Robot Masters I've faced, all four, he was the most annoying. Hopefully I can take him out again. You gotta look out for his concrete shoot ability. If it hits you, you're frozen. And then after he does that, and if he's lucky enough to hit you, he'll try to ram him using himself as a battering ram. Or jump on you, whichever comes first. He'll also cause the ground to tremble, kind of like with Gutsman. Fun little useless information. In the comic books of Mega Man, he's actually best friends with Gutsman. They don't get along at first, but after a little problem with a dam they're both working on, they end up hitting it off really well, becoming best friends. I bet if you could play as Gutsman for this level, he'd probably be regretful facing his best friend. Of course, then again, who wouldn't be? And I'm pretty much getting off topic, distracting myself on that one. And he was at half health when I almost got him too. Holy cow. Let's see. If you're doing this with just the Mega Buster, I recommend getting yourself a E-Tank for this. Both this and the elephants. This took me over 30 tries to get him the first time. He was that annoying. He got me. Oh, he got me. Oh god, yes, thank you. 3 tries. That's better than the last time I faced him. Alright. And for defeating him, we get the concrete chute. And now for the next Robot Master. Which I'm probably going to recommend getting myself a E-Tank for this. Just in case. I know what it is, Roll, just let me buy it. I'm gonna buy 2 of those. Yes, I need that. I'll come back to them later. For now, let's take on our 4th Robot Master, Hornet Man. For what I can think of on stages, comparing him to Hornet Man, his stage is probably worse. At least to me, I think he is. And I don't mean because of these homing things. It's mostly because of these, because later in the level, you have to fire one of these, and then quickly make your way across from one side of the screen to the next, before you can fall into the spikes. And... ugh. But I didn't jump that high. I didn't. What was I saying? Oh yes, while doing that for the platforming, You also have to worry about these, those scissor things that you saw me trying to take on. If you don't take them on, they're gonna bother you a lot. And they deal you a lot of pain. No joke. Don't matter which one you're taking on, you really don't want to get hit by them. And then there's this thing. Fire at it, it'll fire 3 shots at you. Just try your best to avoid its shots if you can. Oh, fudge, I just screwed myself. No, I didn't. Good. And I'm gonna get the concrete shot just for this boss. Because that's its weakness. If you can get yourself in a good spot to face him, you can take him out no problem. Unless you land on the spikes. I really wish they kept the supercharge ability. That attack is really useful for bosses. And well, take what you can, I guess. Yeah, if they make it, they end up turning into shears and attacking you by coming back. We're gonna need that extra life. Because that boss is a pain. Particularly why I got one of these E-tanks. So that we can take him on. Of course, I'm not at the close enough range for him. But I am right there. If you're quick enough, you can take him out with that weapon. There we go. Take him out, jump down here, and you're at the halfway mark of the level. This is where the harder part comes in, because of these. You have to be quick with these and try not to worry about the scissors. Well, actually, you do have to worry about them because they keep coming back. We were lucky to get through them. As for the whole thing that I did in the previous stage to replenish my health, yeah, I'm gonna have to repeat that process. Because we are in dire need of it. Optional, you can grab these screws if you need. Ooh, thank you. That'll be a big help against Hornet Man. And let's take a risk and go up there and grab that extra life. Which respawns those little guys. At times I really love auto fire. And the reason I'm still doing this is I want to face him at full health. Make it a fair fight. And collect as much screws as I can, which I'll be doing off screen for that. There we go. Now we can fight. Here we go. Hornet Man! What he does is that he jumps around and fires bees at you. Yeah, that's his main projectile for weaponry. Bees. Which will really suck if you're one of those type of people that are allergic to bees. As best you can, try to shoot down the bees, that way you'll have very little problem in trying to take them on. I should have jumped over him. I had a feeling it was going to be a lot harder than this, but no, apparently the game's being a tad bit kind to me for this. Well, except for the bees that act like homing weapons to them. Now let's use that E-tank, and hopefully we can finish him off. One more shot, come on. Gotcha! That's it for him. And we got new weapon. The Hornet Chaser. They act like a homing weapon to the enemies, but they can also bring back enemies that are too hard for Mega Man to reach. So that'll be useful. I figured out how something from the proto code on that piece of scrap Mega Man had picked up. That robot's period of use had expired, and it was scheduled to be scrapped. I feel bad for those robots, but their expiration dates are cited by law. They were supposed to be scrapped? So why are they going crazy? That's what I like to know. And we'll probably figure it out after taking on these remaining 4 Robot Masters next time in Let's Play Mega Man Legacy Collection Mega Man 9. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, hit that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. And until then, this is Sora Darkchild, signing off. Have a good night.